Your Story family, this is Allison Gilliard with Run Your Story, where every story needs to be heard. And I am so excited and very honored to share Heather Atchison and her Run Your Story. It is so sweet and also a love story. So, hey. No, but seriously, guys, thank you, Heather, for sharing your story. Not only that, but also what you've done with Port City Pacers and with Tuesday nights with your group run, and also being race director for Mobile AK. Thank you for what you're doing for Mobile and the running community. Your story is impactful and it's beautiful and it's so sweet. And so just thank you again, Heather. Guys, this podcast is made possible by Victory Health Partners. Victory Health Partners, they are a medical practice that provides compassionate and comprehensive health care for adults ages 19 to 64 in our area who are without health insurance. It is through partnerships with well over 150 physicians. Thank you, physicians. And specialists that Victory's patients have access to health care that range from primary care, dental, specialty care referrals, medication assistance, women's wellness, mental health counseling, and guys, the list goes on. If you're interested in either making an appointment or wanting to become a partner, you can check them out on their website at victoryhealth.org, or you can also call them at 251-445-0038, or you can also check them out on social media and also on the Run Your Story page. We have a community tab and you can learn more about them as well. So thank you, Victory Health Partners, for being our partner with Run Your Story. And your story matters and what you're doing for our community matters. And so I just want to say thank you for that. So guys, lace up your running shoes, get ready to be inspired by Miss Heather Atchison and her Run Your Story. I am so excited. Thank you, Heather, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So excited. We have been trying to connect and get this going for a while now, and you have a race coming up, so I'm very excited to talk about that. But I don't know your run story. I've only seen pictures.
Yeah.
So now I am like so eager to know what is Heather's run story.
Well, it started out kind of as a fluke. I was in
Okay, I love that.
I was in high school, and we had a small high school, and we had a boys soccer team, but there were about 5 girls that were on club teams, but they wanted to start a girls team.
Okay.
And so we had to have 12 people, and so they were just going around, would you want to play soccer? Would you want to play soccer? And I've never played soccer. I was a cheerleader, and so they were just trying to get that. We were like, we'll teach you, we just need a warm body on the field. And I was like, sure. And I played, and I was midfield, which is the most running. You run the whole entire length of the field, pretty much the entire game. And I never really ran before. I just like whatever I had to do, cheering or PE, whatever. But in soccer, you have to run at every practice. And so I played soccer my sophomore year through my senior year. And after I graduated, I just kept running. Like I just run around my neighborhood. And then I really didn't do any races. I didn't really know about any races. I wasn't looking for them.
Okay.
And then I found a 5K for like breast cancer awareness or something. So I did that 5K, and I was like, well, that was fun. And I think I was about 26 years old. Okay. I just kept running after high school just on my own. And then I moved to Mobile in 2010, and I didn't really know anyone, maybe about 3 or 4 people, but someone told me about Mellow Milers. And Mobile is a huge running community.
It is, yes.
I mean, I was so impressed. You don't drive down a road, morning or night, that there's not anybody running. And so I started going to Mellow Milers every Tuesday at 6 o'clock, never missed a Tuesday. And I met some of the closest friends, my dearest friends, through that, still to this day. And I met people from Port City Pacers, and I started going to the races, and I was doing 5Ks, then I bumped up to 10K, and then I actually met my husband at Mellow Milers. And so
Did you really?
Yes.
Oh, that's
so
so
we were
cute.
doing races together, and I went to a half marathon. I did a few of those, and then I decided, you know what, I'm going to do a full marathon. And I do the Hal Higdon training program. I love it. I still do that one. Never missed a training day. I trained all the way up till Race day, did all the miles, and I did the Pensacola full. And it was horrible. It was the worst because I trained in Midtown, and so it's flat. And who knew that Pensacola has a lot of hills?
Correct. Thank you.
And I cramped up so bad. And about mile 19, I just doubled over. My legs locked up. I couldn't move.
No.
And I was like, I'm not going to make it. This is it. Somebody's going to have to roll me out of here. They're going to call the ambulance. And this old man, he had to be about 80 years old. He was helping me. And I was like, I'm like 31. You're not supposed to be helping me. I'm supposed to be. But anyways, he got me up and we started. And I got moving again. And I finished. And it took me about 2 years to get over that. Because there was a fear of, I'm never doing that again. And then I finally did another one, the Louisiana Marathon, which is really fun. I've done that about 7 times. And my husband got me into that one because he went to LSU. And he was like, let's go and do this one. It's really fun. And he always did the half, and I did the full. And it's a fun route. It's pretty flat, maybe 1 or 2 hills. So I like that.
As compared to Pensacola. It's like...
And the spectators are awesome. They're having so much fun. And the after party is so fun. So I just kept doing it and doing it. So I've done total 9 marathons. And I'm planning on doing my 10th one at the end of this year, hopefully. In December.
Which one?
The Mississippi Gulf Coast.
Yes!
I think.
I've already registered for the half girl because I was like, I want the t-shirt. T-shirt.
Yeah, I've got to find a half to do at some point, maybe.
That's amazing. Kudos to you for that being your 10th full.
Yeah, we'll see. It hasn't happened yet. But yeah, it's just kind of been ongoing. There's nothing crazy or fantastic about it, but
that's pretty fantastic. That's pretty amazing.
And then we just have been really involved with the Port City Pacers and different races with that. And I'm the race director for the Oldsmobile 8K that's coming up next week. I love being involved in everything. I love being involved in the community, period.
And you created
the Oldsmobile Running Club. We are headed off of the Oldsmobile 8K.
I love
we
that.
meet every Tuesday at 6. We're a tradition at the Icebox downtown, and we run part of the Oldsmobile 8K route, which it's a 5K fun run walk. We have a lot of walkers, and there's plenty of places to cut back if you just want to do a mile, half a mile, and people bring their dogs, and it's a fun little midweek, just get out of the house and break up the monotony of your work life or whatever, and it's just kind of to socialize and meet new people. Yeah, we've been having really good turnouts. Good. So I'm excited about that.
I love that. And I will say, first of all, thank you for bringing back the Oldsmobile 8K because I didn't even know. I did it last year. What a beautiful route. It is. Oh, it really is. Stunning. Like just the tree, like the landscape, and I mean, we actually walked with a good friend of ours who she's still battling colon cancer. And we were like, Emily, let's walk this together. Yeah. And so we did. And we just were like, this is beautiful. You just got lost in the scenery of it and the houses. And it was very well supported with the water stops and everything. So kudos. Good job.
Well, one thing I find that precious to hear because my husband was the one that created the route, and then he was like, we can do part of the Oldsmobile 8K, or running club, part of the route, and I love it. Run it every Tuesday because it's shaded and not a lot of cars going around, so it's really nice.
Well, you guys did a great job. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. What are some lessons that you've learned from running, my friend?
Well, I think the reason why Pensacola went so horribly is I'm not a huge fan of Gatorade. And when they do Gatorade and water, I always just did the water. Sure. But there's something to be said of what's in Gatorade to take those because it replenishes what you're losing. Yeah, electrolytes. Yeah. And I didn't do that. And now I take the Gatorade and the water because I washed down the Gatorade taste with water. And I've never cramped up like that ever again. Wow. And so I've learned that. And also I learned this from a doctor is don't stretch before, like at a cold start, warm up your muscles and then stretch, and then also do it afterwards. Let me stretch afterwards. Sure. But there's probably way more. But
You said you really didn't have a pre-race routine other than maybe warming up before the race. Yeah. Okay.
Nothing really. Just make sure I have my earbuds.
Especially when you're about to do your 10th marathon. You're like, I've got this in the bag. Like, post-race routine. Anything that you have to have after?
Not really. Depends on the length of the race.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
But nothing really significant. Food, water. I drink.
Absolutely.
I make sure to drink a lot of water for the rest of the day. I'm trying to do that anyway, but for the rest of the day after, just hydrate. Yeah. I like a good banana after a race.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay. Your favorite running item?
To have my earbuds. I
Ooh,
have to have something to run with. I don't run with music. I listen to audiobooks.
Do you really?
Yes. Every single time. I used to run with music, but I listen to audiobooks. I just zone out and go.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite audiobook to listen to?
I could not. I've listened to so many.
Really?
I cannot tell you.
Wow.
Somebody asked me that today, and I was like, I do not know.
So you just listen to anything?
So many different genres.
Wow. Yeah. Just like in music.
Yeah.
Same for books. Yeah. That is fascinating.
I'm a weirdo.
No, not at all. I love that. That is so cool. What are your favorite running shoes?
I love Brooks Adrenaline.
Okay.
But Marjorie at Fleet Feet put me in Saucony.
Okay.
And I can't remember. I meant to look this morning, but I can't remember what exactly brand of the Saucony it is. Really light. Better for short distances.
Gotcha.
The Brooks Adrenaline are really good for the longer distances.
Gotcha. So you swap them up. I love it. I'm a shoe junkie, so I do the same thing. So what is your favorite running fuel for like your longer distances?
Goo.
Okay.
I just stick with what I know. I love the salted caramel.
Do you really? Okay, gotcha.
I don't know why. You get weird whenever you start training for
Absolutely.
marathons.
Yeah.
Because you lose sleep and you're like kind of cuckoo anyway from doing this in the first place. And you're just like, I'm used to this. I'm going to do it.
So goo and audiobooks and you're good to go.
Yeah.
And a banana at the end.
Or maybe a bagel.
There we go. Oh, you're so cute. I love that. What is your favorite running memory?
I guess, and it happened several times, but always seeing Bowdoin at the end of that Louisiana Marathon, because he would do the half, and he would be at the end of the finish line. Yeah, Feather, because he used to call me Feather, and his smiling face at the end, and he would have a jacket ready for me because it was always freezing cold.
Okay.
And yeah, that's always like a good memory.
Oh, that is so sweet. Favorite meal pre or post race?
I don't really have one. I don't really have a favorite one.
Is there anything you crave like after besides banana that you're like, I want to go eat this right now?
A burger, a Callahan's burger.
Yeah. Something told me you were going to be very specific about your burger. Yeah, okay, got it. Yeah. Do you have a favorite recovery tool?
I like the foam roller.
Foam roller.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
That's pretty much it.
I love it. Girl. Do you have a favorite cross-training activity?
Swimming.
Ooh, okay.
I broke my ankle 2.5 years ago, and I was just crushed because I had just finished a marathon, but I wanted to keep my distances up, and I broke my ankle in the silliest way, but I was wearing heels that were too high, and I stepped off of my driveway wrong, and it rolled, and I was crushed because I was like, I can't run. I can't stand not being able to get out and do something, run in the morning. I'm a morning runner.
Okay.
And I was like, what am I going to do? I mean, I cried. I was so depressed. And then I was just reading a lot of how I can, get exercise and keep my distance up. And swimming was one of them. And it wasn't you just didn't flap that well. But I got some visits at the infirmary, Pro Health. And I would walk up in there with my boot, take it off, and go swimming. And I kid you not, my time was faster when I got back to running. I did a race down in Orange Beach. Okay. And I won first in my age group. I couldn't believe it was my first race back.
Oh, wow.
I have the picture of it, and I was like, I was going like, number one. I don't really have to. But I really want to. I was talking about that today at lunch with someone, that was, because they were asking me the same thing, and I was like, I really need to get back into doing that. I love doing it.
Dude, something about being in the water and hearing when you're freestyling and just hearing it. And I've told people that I've been injured before, I'm like, you can get in a workout.
It's a different kind of tired.
Oh, absolutely. And you don't realize how much you sweat in the pool either.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yeah.
So you kind of already mentioned this, but I don't know if it's going to be the right answer or not. But your worst race and why?
That
The
one.
Pensacola one? Okay.
And that was why. I get chills thinking about it.
Yeah, do you really?
And you do
Okay.
get chills even when you're sweating and you're cramping up.
That's right. Yeah,
Ugh,
yeah.
Dehydrated.
Man, wow. I'm just impressed that you still finished that. That's incredible.
I don't even remember it. I'm impressed with myself on that one.
Any advice that you would want to give anybody that wants to start running or walking?
Don't be intimidated.
Ooh, that's good.
Just start a little bit at a time. Don't let these runners that are flying past you, especially if you come to the Oldsmobile Running Club. That's what I tell the group before we start. If you want to do them all, walk, run. Don't let anybody intimidate you, and then just start out a little bit at a time. And you'll get that 1 mile up to 2, then 3, and then you'll have that bug and want to do a 5K. And you'll really like it because there's so many people out there just like you that are new to it or just out there I don't know, I want to do a race. I want to get a medal. And then it'll work yourself up to more and more. I think people are just intimidated by it.
I agree. Oh, that is so good. So good. You already mentioned this, but a goal that you have. Is there any other goals besides your marathon in December that you want to do?
I want to do 50K. Isn't that
okay.
31 miles? Yeah.
Oh, okay. You trail or road?
I'm scared of trail because you heard my story, but I'm kind of clumsy.
That would be so cute.
I would love to just do a road one, but I mean, I wouldn't say I would venture out and try to do one with a group. It would be fun to do with a group on the trail. But yeah, I want to do a 50K.
You should totally check out Trail Yeah on Wednesdays.
Okay.
Yeah. That's where I started finding my love of trails. Because I was a little worried.
Yeah.
But they do a great job.
I know I'll bite the dust a time or two, but that's okay.
Yeah. Wow. Girl. Mantra? Anything you tell yourself when it gets hard?
Just get to this point. Get to that light, post it, and then get to this. And I break it up in increments, especially if I'm tired and it's a long training run. Or even just this morning, I was just kind of tired, but I was just doing 6 miles. But I was like, all right, I'm the third way finished. I'm going to do this. I got to do it because I got to get back home. But yeah, I just tried to break it up in my head.
Absolutely. Oh, that's so good. What has been your favorite length to run, whether it's in an actual race or training for a race?
I like 10Ks.
Oh,
I really do.
Okay.
I like 10K races, but I mean, half marathons are fun, but 10Ks are just good old fun distance.
I like that. When you're not running, what do you like to do?
I love to cook.
Okay.
And I love my sweet little dog, Saint. I hang out. He's a big dog. And hanging out with my friends, family, just going to find live music somewhere. I love music. That's pretty much my life.
And on Tuesday nights, you can find you at that
At the Oldsmobile Running Club. Yeah.
So let's talk about the Oldsmobile AK. It's coming up. What's the date of the race?
April 22nd.
April 22nd. And where does it start at?
It starts at Fort Condy. The race starts at 8, and there's a 1 mile fun run. And there's going to be an after party with music and food. We're going to have some raffle items. I'm still trying to gather some of those up. Have a good expo. There's several local businesses that are going to be out there giving out free stuff and giving information. There's going to be a few races that are coming up that there's going to be some advertisements for, and they're going to have their race registration forms and stuff.
Very cool. Let's talk about the t-shirt.
The t-shirt. Jen Mathers, the amazing, talented Jen Mathers, created it. She had a vision, and it has my husband's sweet face on it because he's the one that wanted to bring it back to downtown.
Okay.
And last year, because he took it over, and he was like, I want to get it out of Brooklyn. I want to bring it back downtown. It's the Oldsmobile AK. And so when he passed away last summer, we were like, we've got to do this in memoriam of him. And so it's got his pretty face on it, and got all of our good sponsors on the back. And it's purple because he loved his purple and gold LSU Tigers. And so it's purple with gold writing. And a lot of people are just wanting the shirt. They're like, "What, can I just sign up and not run?" I'm like, "Just sign up for the fun run." They're not runners, but they're like, "We just want a shirt."
Absolutely.
Which is heartwarming.
Absolutely. Yeah. Wow. So also you mentioned the Icebox, Tuesday nights, 6:00 p.m. And you said anybody can come to it.
Anybody can come. I have sign up outside on the porch.
Okay.
And Stony has been amazing, and Fleet Feet is my sponsor. I'm a running ambassador for the community. There's several running groups throughout the city. There's mine on Tuesday, there's one on Wednesday, Thursday, and there's one in Daphne. But Fleet Feet is our sponsor, and they give us free stuff to raffle off at 7:00, and they've been great. And Stony at Icebox have been great. He always just caters to us, and he's really fun.
Dude, that's awesome. And thank you for doing that, for creating community.
Yeah.
So
Just bringing people together.
absolutely.
Getting out. Because, I mean, that's how I met most, if not all, of my friends in
And
Mobile.
your
I feel like-
husband.
Yes.
I love that.
And it's just a good, clean, fun way to get out and about, and just something different. Yeah.
I love that. And you're getting to explore beautiful parts of Mobile.
Yeah.
Again, I'm telling you, like, that is such a beautiful race and such a beautiful area. So, any final words of wisdom, my friend?
I don't have any. I think you got all of mine. No, none left.
I love it. Well, thank you for being here and
you for
sharing your
having
story.
me.
I had no idea. I am so pumped for you. Because, like I said, if you're doing the full Mississippi Gulf Coast, I'm doing the half.
Okay, we'll see each other.
So, we'll see each other there. I mean,
Each other's cheerleaders.
I was like, I love that. That is so amazing, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you.
Such a beautiful story. Thank you, Heather, for sharing it. Again, thank you for making Mobile better with hitting the pavement with all of us. And can't wait to check you guys out on Tuesday nights at the Icebox. So guys, join them. It's a great group. I love seeing the social media posts. And just thank you, Heather, for what you're doing. Thank you for bringing back Old Mobile AK, and what a beautiful run it is. I highly, highly encourage that you do it. It's absolutely fantastic. And as Heather shared, this year's shirts are very special, and so you're going to want to get one of those. Just amazing. And just thank you guys for all that you've done for the running community and continue to do. Just, Heather, just thank you so much and for sharing. And I love you to pieces, my girl, and I've loved getting to know you. And this just took it to a whole new level. And just know that your sweet hubby is always running with you. And I'm excited to see what you do in the future, my friend. And guys, this podcast is made possible with Victory Health Partners. They believe in us. We believe in them. Huge fundraiser coming up in May. Check it out. Go to their website, social media pages, the Run Your Story page, all of that jazz. It's there. You're going to want to be there. We'll be there. We're going to have such a fun time and a great guest speaker. Just saying, he's top notch. Can't wait. And as always, a huge thank you to Mars Hill Church for allowing us to be able to speak and chat with one another and just have fellowship with community with Run Your Story. And so we're very, very grateful for such a safe place for us to be able to record and just be ourselves. And so I just want to say thank you for that. They believe in Run Your Story, and we believe in Mars Hill. So thank you so much. And as always, Gilliard Tech Services, huge shout out to him. Gray Gilliard, you guys can find him on social media. You can also find him on his website as well. He is there. He's your go-to guy for building websites and updating them if you need to. Any questions you have about coding, he knows way more than I do because I know nothing. So guys, check him out. That's gilliardts.com. You'll be happy that you did. And again, thank you, Heather, for sharing your run story and just what you're doing for the community. So your story has become a part of my story. And now when we hit the pavement, we're together. So I appreciate that so much. So guys, get out there, hit the pavement, because every story needs to be heard.